have some fun. Understand, we're going to talk about UCC1. We're going to talk about a chattel mortgage. We're going to get ready for Saturday's class. The one's at 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. How we're going to play with divisions and subdivisions. What are we going to do with your LLC and LLP? So as we play the game, let's understand. So good morning, good morning, good morning. It's June 17th. Wow, 2026. Well, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about some goodies. Let's make sure you understand how to play this game to win. The ultimate goal is going to talk about division process, understand what needs to be done. We're going to talk about UCC1, shadow mortgage, and how to turn equities into money, 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 money. Good morning, Jesus. Hey, Jesus. All right, Jesus heals. I love that. Jesus is good all the time. God, family, money. Hey, Henry, how you doing today? We got to get ready for that class on Saturday. It's about real estate, and we're going to do it. It's at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You know, I hear his image too, understand? So guess what? Hey, how we doing today? Well, fantastic. We got Mindy here. We got basically what? We got basically Christy. We have Joe. We have basically what? Nancy. Fantastic. Here's Jay. Oh, love Jay. Jay's great. Now, I want you to think about something today. I want you to basically do a couple of things. UCC1 chattel mortgage division process. Remember, when you were born, mommy did it to you. Mommy at the hospital signed that SS5 form. SS5, what does that mean? Equals your SSN. What does that mean? 1040 tax return. Your job tax, your paycheck. You got the leftover. How you doing, E-Cats? I sent you a little message the other day. Hopefully you got it. I saw the pictures. You're at the hospital. Hopefully you're out of the hospital now. Okay. Understand what we're going to do today. Please understand, very simple. Share, yes. E-Cats is great. Share. All this is everyone. DM me, share, follow. You see, what happened with you and mommy, one of you signed that SS5 form. One of you did. And then what happened is you did what? The government bonded us up to $35 million apiece. That form was signed by you or mommy. Right there. Application, Social Security Administration. And what happens is you got that Social Security card. You're not supposed to laminate, use for ID purposes, and carry with you, and you do it anyway. Then you file your 1040 tax return, and you find out because your first paycheck was taxed, because you would allow them to do this. You can get your money back on your tax return if you choose to. It's a 1040 tax return and owning the house. Understand how we play. Let's go back. All right, let's write it down. If you have an LLC today, let's write it down. You have an LLP, okay? You see, I want you to understand division process and subdivisions because I need you ready for the class on Saturday at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We're going to focus on chattel mortgage. All right, the assignment of mortgage, the form I created in 1989. When I turned assignment of mortgage and I turned it into $100 million and then turned it to the next billion. See, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of credit. All right, created my first $1 million at 15. All right, am I what? Winning the game of business. And then I created my first billion, all right, basically when I was 21 years old. So if you want to play the game, we're going to write down LLP, LLC, okay, C corporation, S corporation, nonprofit, or a PC. These are the categories we get to pick. So let's write it down on a tablet. Let's write down chattel mortgage. Let's write down UCC1. I want you to think about something today. I'd like you to turn around and take a picture of everything you got in your house or your office. If you did that today, you'll find out that chattel mortgage, okay, you can create on your own assets. The difference is you're also going to use the UCC1 for different functions, okay? So let's write down UCC1. It's United Commercial Code 1. I need you to use that form for you, putting your assets into your trust if you want to. I want you to use it when you rent out a piece of property. I want to make sure you know how to leverage their assets under your LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC. Good morning, Christy. How you doing so far? So let's write down, Ronnie, UCC1. The UCC1 is very simple. It is the entitlement of ownership. Let's write that down. The entitlement of ownership. You see, a house has a deed of trust. Car has a pink slip. That's pretty easy. So the deed of trust or the pink slip. Well, what happens? The assets in your house or office or other assets you can leverage into more money. So we're going to basically understand. We're going to learn how to do factoring. So you're going to write down factoring as well. We're going to basically tie the UCC one into that. We're going to turn it into $100 million if you want, because I'll show you how I did the 100 million and how I turn that into $1 billion. From there, maybe it's a second $1 billion of credit that we actually built. So when you write down UCC1, understand what that means today. If UCC1 is entitlement of ownership, compare it to, all right, a deed of trust like the house or a pink slip. That's what you have to think about today. So if we did this correctly, let's pretend you're in real estate, okay? And let's understand what happens. When I was coaching the coaches for Carlton Sheets, David Delgado, and Russ Dalby years ago, I showed people how to get to their first million and 100 million, then we went to billion. So we took million, 5 million, 10 million, 100 million, then to billion. If you do your research on Ray Reynolds, that's me, Godfather of Credit. Built 60 billion of credit for my clients over the last 50 years, and I've incorporated 3 presidents, Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels as well. So if you understand how to basically this, hey, made to me rich. Well, the reality is I don't want you, Steve, to be rich. I'm not rich. I control millions and billions, but I'm not rich. I'm a puppet master. I'm not dumb enough to say I'm rich. Not say you're so dumb. Someone take it personally. The reality is rich people aren't rich. Their organizations are rich. So if you want to be rich personally, I'm not the guy for you. If you want your organization, LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, like it started with in the first place, okay, then it will be rich. Got it so far? When you put yourself in the first place, you're a duck and a sheep, and I don't want anybody to be a duck and a sheep. So we took the first million, went to the 10 million, no problem. We went to the 100 million, then we went to the billion. So I'm going to show you exactly what needs to be done if you listen and learn today. Again, what do we do? UCC1 is the entitlement of ownership. If I was to lease out a house, okay, my biggest thing for the house is that tenant. I want you to write down chattel mortgage. Understand chattel mortgage, just write it down. If you basically want to leverage and make sure nobody ever takes advantage and kind of screws you up, you can listen very carefully how to make sure you protect your assets too. You see, when you lease a house to somebody, you're trusting that person to pay on the first of the month, and then if they're late, then you're kind of screwed up. You spent money to fix up a house, and you leased it out, and this turd doesn't pay on time, and now you're behind. See, you're counting on other people. I'd like you to learn one thing today. When you lose, I still want you to win. So it's very simple. If you quit scrolling, go wee all the way home, I'll get you to a million. I'll guarantee that as well. And if you want to get to a billion, you just pay attention and do it my way, because your way sucks, my way works. Isn't that terrible to say the truth? When I lease out a property to Mr. Smith is going to basically sign a lease. He's going to have an exhibit A, B, and a C. We're going to make sure he has a chattel mortgage and a UCC1, all right, structured, so he pledges his assets that are in the property I leased him as collateral towards the rent. See, the problem with people who screw up on real estate is because they don't listen to me and they're a bunch of dummies. Hey, I just tell you the truth, okay? When I lose, I get $65,000 on the insurance company. I don't lose. So if you ever lose because Mr. Smith didn't pay the rent, that's your own damn problem because you didn't pay attention. You see, if you leverage it and you sign an agreement, there's exhibit A, B, and C. Write down that. We're going to use a chattel mortgage. We're going to use a UCC1 form. And then we're going to decide if we're going to ever lease it to sell it. If we sold it, it's called assignment of mortgage. You can also use assignment of mortgage if you have an apartment complex. What I did for the first thing, what I did for me. My 117 units in Fullerton, California, I did assignment of mortgage. I dissected one mortgage into 117 different ways and gave a deed of trust assignment of rents. I increased basically my income 47% in 90 days. Also, the ones that want to basically own their units, I made assignment of mortgage, and then I put a first and a second trustee, and I created notes. When I was helping Russ Dalby, was the king of, they had this toolbox for notes. I thought a toolbox for notes was crap. I showed him a better way to do this. If you want, you can listen and learn today too. You see, that 47% income, then I had a first trustee and a second trustee on every tenant because they wanted to own their units. If they do assignment of mortgage, they can't sue you. You could sue them if they don't pay. So you can control everything you do today. But the reality is you don't listen and learn as much as you need to. You scroll wee all the way home. Yeah, I make millionaires and billionaires, and I can show that every day and have some fun. Again, dissect pieces. What does this do for us? So I want you to master, listen to the words. You're going to become a puppet master. You're going to control everything. You're going to own nothing. You're going to own dilly squat. The car I drove today, I don't own the car. It's a division. I'm not dumb enough to put a car in my name. Everything I have is not mine. I don't have anything at all. And I studied John D. Rockefeller, not that silly yellow and orange books. That's crap out there today. Real stuff. Again, what do? If we played the game, I don't know if you want to ever get to billionaire status. That's 2.2 billion right there. If you listen, learn, I'll get you there. There's part of a card collection as well. I'm the guy that's not full of you know what. When I wrote that book years ago, bullshit don't pay your bills, because it doesn't. Okay, these phony coaches out there run to blah 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 blah. If you want to get to millionaire, you're going to write down chattel mortgage now. You're going to write down UCC1. Then you're going to learn to control your assets, and you're going to master the UCC1 form. You're going to walk to your house today and you're going to videotape every room you have in your office as well. You're going to tie every asset you have into a UCC1, entitlement of ownership, and you're going to transfer it irrevocable trust if you basically want to just protect the asset. If you lease a property, that tenant is going to do one thing for you. When they sign the lease, they're going to have an exhibit A, B, and C. I need you ready for Saturday's class. Saturday's class at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is real estate getting millions and billions. If you go, you can show how to get millions and billions. We can show how to basically take place and take an LLC, LLP, sign a mortgage, and I can turn it into $100 million if you want to play. But again, that's up to you if you quit scrolling and go, wee. The only thing I don't like about TikTok, okay? So again, if you pay attention today, okay, UCC1, house has deed of trust, car has a pink slip. That's what it is. House, car, pink slip, deed of trust. Assets in house, UCC1, file the county recorder's office, and transfer it in irrevocable trust. If we want to leverage it, we can turn it into money. Would it be also on YouTube? Of course, it will be as well. So again, what happens is very simple. If we play the game, this is what you have to understand something. I don't want you to lose ever again. You men have brought the pain home 10 times. Why? Because you use your personal credit to start a business, but you try to use your personal credit as tax, to run the damn business. That's called dumb. Dumb. You're going to learn that every LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC will have 18 divisions, because you're going to turn it into $1 million, and then we're going to turn it into 100 million, then a billion. I will show you exactly how I took my first million, turn it into 10 million, and then from there I turn it into 100 million, and then to a billion. I'm the guy that's not full of crap, okay? So if you want to learn, basically, there's 2.2 billion if you pay attention, okay, in the 21 card collection. So when we look at division process, we have to understand something. I have babies. You have babies? How many of you got babies? Raise your hand if you got babies. Say yes, you have babies. Come on. Who's got babies? Hey, David, listen. Who's got babies? Come on, Ronnie. If you got a baby, you got children. All right, yes. And link tree, I need you to respond. Yes. I got babies. Now understand, I, Ray Reynolds, Godfather Credit, Pastor Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, hey you, I have 6 kids. This means I personally have experience trying to equinox, so do you. And I have a beautiful queen for 21 years. You have a white queen, she has credit reports as well. When you said yes, that means your children have what? A credit file. Children have credit file, they become an adult. What happened with you, mommy? Find that form. Let's break it down. I want you to become millionaire. I want you to become billionaire. But again, some of you don't have what it takes to be billionaire. That's okay. If we play the game, we're going to play my way, because I think your way sucks. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm sorry, I don't like your way. I've never liked your way, as we do this as well. I'm trying to do something when someone's trying to invite themselves in. Go away. I don't need your help. Okay, very simple as we play this game. We're going to play to win. Who's going to win? You. You're going to listen very carefully. Understand. That form, my wife and I have what? Credit. So do you. Your babies have credit as well. Babies. So if we take the divisions under my LLC, it has credit reports. 1987, credit reports, 1987. Write it down. In 1987, I developed the divisions that have credit reports since 1984. If you look at your credit file today, you'll realize it's very simple. I'm Ray Reynolds. I am the consultant for TRW that became Aspiring in 96. Every card you have today fluctuates. So understand, this is a $10,000 card. This is a 50. I want to make sure your foundation is correct. You're going to master, let's make your list. UCC1, write it down. Chattel Mortgage, write it down. SS5, SSN, write it down. SS4. You're going to get to millionaire this year because I will drag your butt up the hill. That's what it takes. You will not bring the pain up ever again. You're not allowed to. Pay attention. All cards fluctuate but two. Put a stick in the back of the card. Sticky. We're going to dummy proof this. Okay? This is basically a 50. This is a 10. These are my wife's cards. These are my cards. We're not dumb enough to have joint credit. So what you're going to do today, you're going to listen very carefully. You're going to get ready for the 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time AM class on Saturday about real estate. It's going to get to million to billion. What I taught Carlton Sheets people, Dave Delgado, Russ Dalby over the years, how to get to million to billion. Again, this is what's going to happen to you today. Your personal credit, you have a file. You're a man, you're a woman, you have separate files. You said you have children. That means very simple. Every child you have has a form called SS5. Come on, people. You signed that form for your baby, or mommy did. Somebody did. Your wife did. Somebody signed that damn form. That form allows basically one thing, the Social Security card. Your card in your personal wallet today is very simple. Mommy signed it for you. You had your own children. That means your children have its own phone too. And you sign it for your kids. This is how it works. It connects the dots. Our government bonds us up to 35 million apiece the day we're born. The moment you sign that form, the moment you get the form, your government bonds you up to 35 million apiece. We're their property. They believe it's their credit report. If we do this correctly, that says do not laminate, don't carry with you, do not use for ID purposes, and you gave that number to your new employer, and then it's a W-2 employee, they taxed your paycheck because that's how it works. You allow them to tax your paycheck. We're going to structure you. We're going to structure every one of you who want to get to millionaire status this year. So write down 2026, I will get to millionaire status through my organization, and Ray Reynolds will hand it to me. I'll spoon feed it to you because what you do to your family is ridiculous. You bring the damn pain home every day. It's ridiculous because you try to use your credit to finance your business. It's the dumbest thing you ever did in your life. You're not dumb. You just follow dumb, da, da, dumb, dumb. These cards fluctuate. Write it down. Put a sticky behind every damn card. Every card. These cards do not fluctuate. Do not fluctuate. So if you do this correctly, my wife's name is Faizuli. Sexy name. That's what I believe. Okay. Here's her credit. She's got $100,000 safety credit. She never brings the pain home like you. That's called dumb, da, da, dum, dum. Here's my cards. Separate credit always. My queen is my wife for 21 years under God, family, then money. I don't love money, but I know how to get to billionaire. Hell, why not? Let's get to billionaire, people. That's 2.2 billion in real estate and goodies. So would you like to get to billionaire from a real billionaire? A real billionaire, okay? Me? But I'm not a billionaire. The corporations are. Millions of billions. Hell, I'm not dumb enough to put something on my name. So again, when you wrote down your LLC, your LLP, your C Corp, your nonprofit, your PC today, this is what you have as your parent company. You're going to have division, subdivision. So let's write it down. I will have divisions, subdivisions. Write it down. Come on, damn it. Write it down now. I will have divisions, subdivisions. Write it down. I want to see it right here, right here. DM me. Write that down. Come on, come on. Follow, share. Do all the things you're supposed to do. Division, subdivision. Write it down. Division, subdivision. Division, subdivision. Now listen carefully. Listen very carefully. You have babies. That means you have a credit file, Experian, Transfer, and Equifax. Got it? Your beautiful queen has the same thing. We became one. We have our babies. Every baby has their own files as well. All right. So again, we have divisions, subdivisions. You're going to get the millionaire this year, millionaire this year, not next year. I think, okay, let's get rid of a turd. I think he's drunk. What an idiot. Okay. Bye, John. Okay. I don't have time for stupid. Okay. All right. All right. I don't have time for that crap. Okay. Very simple. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years, 6 days a week. I'm the original coach, flat out. And what's going to happen is you're going to learn what I taught basically three presidents: Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers and Angels. And I think you need to understand how to play the game and win, get off your butt. It's simple. We're going to do it my way because you bring the pain home and your way sucks. Sorry. I'm going to tell you the truth. So again, if you're going to do it right, we're going to do it my way. Husbands, you have credit file, Experian, Transfer, and Equifax. Wives, you have the same thing. We have our babies. Our babies have the same thing. All right. In 1987, Ray Reynolds, me, Godfather Credit, all right, Pastor Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, I'm the consultant for DRW in 1977. I came up with the oldest card, fluctuation at 29%. 29%, right down 29%. These cards fluctuate. Quit jacking up the wrong damn card. Put a sticky, dummy proof it. These cards do not fluctuate at all. Again, what do? We do not hurt our family ever again. You're not allowed to. I personally will talk to you. I will personally put you in check. I will personally get you to that first $1 million, and I'll guarantee it hell in writing. I do it all the time. I got 39 million people in my Puppet Master Club. It's about damn time you learn to be a puppet master. Control it all, own nothing. Control it all, own nothing. Hey, Freddie, how you doing today? So every one of you, Freddie, how you been? How's the family? Okay, Freddie's been a client for years. Ronnie as well. Okay, here we got Mindy, we got basically Christy, we have Jay, we have all these people that are willing to help me and help you if you pay attention today. Remember, you and mommy, you and your wife have credit files. Your children has credit files. Got it? Thank you, Michelle. Credit files. This is what it is. Okay. All right. We have a thing. LLC has a credit file. Experian, Transfer, and Equifax. LLP, same thing. S Corp, C Corp, nonprofit PC. Every entity filed at state level has a credit file. State what level? Write down state level. Understand? So every time you have a filing at state level, it is entitled to a credit report. All right. Again, what it is? You're a single person. That means you, mommy filled out the form for you. What happened? Very simple. When you were born, mommy filled out that form at the hospital. Unless you were born in the 60s like I was, I had to do my own at 14. Either way, whoever signed the form, whoever signed the SS5 form right there, do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes, do not carry with us. Got it so far? The number's been established for you. That way our government has a credit rating. From here, when you get your SSN 1040, you can get your money back from that paycheck if you pay attention and if you have a house payment. House payment recycles paycheck. If we get ready for Saturday's class, what we're going to do is learn to factor UCC1. I need you to pay attention. See, again, what do we do here? Here's a, all right, organization having a division. Okay, it has subdivisions. Got it so far? Each entity filed at state is entitled to Experian, Transfer, and Equifax credit reports. What does that do for us? It allows us from the entity to get an American Express card up to $100,000. Would you like that? Would you like $100,000 for your organization without screwing up your family anymore and basically hurting your family? You take money for your family to start your business, I'll give you that. When you use it to run your business, that is called dum-dum. We're not dum-dums, okay? We have the ability to understand. A corporation is a legal person. Write it down. It's right there. It's chapter 18. Here's a law book. I will give you your foundation, then I'll build it for you. I will literally build your whole company for you and with you if you pay attention. I want you in my Puppet Master Club. I want you to realize a corporation is a legal person. It's right there. Every entity under that organization has its own files. If you pay attention, you can get to $1 million, all right, within this year. I'd say 6 months, but again, some of you are freaking lazy. All right, so lazy is going to be 6 months, okay? Now, lazy is a year. All right, not lazy is 6 months or less, but it's up to you again. What do we get to do? We get to structure. Understand something very simple today. That form here, we talked about making a list. I want you to write down chattel mortgage, UCC1, SSN, SS5, SS4. I want you to write down and make sure the UCC1 is in there. Because what it is, every entity you have is entitled to an SS4, which is entitled to a credit report. I have 6 kids. Every child has their own credit report. My wife has her own as well. We have what? Never joint credit. Joint credit's for dumb people. We're not dumb people. Again, what do we get to do? We get to basically have separate credit safety. We get to understand how not to bring the pain home. Every application we do in the near future, I'll do it for you. I will actually pop the credit for you and help you get to millionaire status. I can show you that right now we can show you over $6 billion of goodies, but the reality is we're going to show you 2.2 billion just for the fun of it. Every house and mansion, that's only 22, all right, 12 garages, and that's basically about 2,100 square feet, 21,000. The guest house is 5,000. Okay, cool, 3 stories, all right, karate studio. Maybe you want your cars in the division process as well. I don't know. You see, I like to teach you how to be a puppet master. So let's write down puppet master. Control it all, own nothing. Please write it down. Be a puppet master. What does this mean? I'm going to build the credit for you, with you. From now on, you're going to do it my way because I do not like your way. I'm sorry. I don't like your way. I don't like your way. The American Express Card Platinum for the organization, corporation, LLC, LLPC, Corp, nonprofit PC does not give you an inquiry. That card can be per division. Per what? Division. That card gives us a blueprint loan up to $250,000. But again, you have to learn to pay attention because the problem you scroll and you don't pay attention enough. You listen to a lot of people that are not even coaches. This entitles us to 250 right here. It's the 250,000 loan from American Express called Blueprint Loan, named after me. Simple. This is my Millionaire Founders Kit. This is winning the game of business in the beginning. I wrote it when I was 14, had $1 million in the bank at 15, driving a Lamborghini quick toss. So if you pay attention, I'll get you there if you listen. All right, American Express here on the application for Blueprint Loan, 660, 1 year in business, 3,000 income. Don't have it? I'll show you how to get it. From there, we're going to take that loan that we got from American Express, and we're going to go buy a storage unit, a fourplex. That's an escrow. If you spend 50,000 off the line of credit, what is going to happen for you is you just bought an income. Write down, borrow money's not taxable. This is lines of credit up to 150. We'd write a check into an escrow. Escrow will close. They'll pay that payment on that line of credit, and your leftovers $5,600 a month per division. Again, you're not going to screw up anymore. You're not allowed to. I'm going to take control if you allow me to. Okay, get you where you need to be, and I just want you to do what I tell you to do. I'm Ray Reynolds, Godfather Credit, 60 billion of credit over the last 50 years. Been online or in person for 6 days a week. I'm the original coach. If you listen very carefully, you can learn to play the game to win. I got 121 minutes, or well, what is it? I have 21 minutes, and okay, they're going to their 5%. Well, it's up to you what you have. The difference is a focus of you for Mindy is a focus for you. Cash is king. Well, the difference is cash is king and queen for an organization, not you. Understand something. 21 million. Okay, well, the reality is I only got to billionaire, and my best thing was billionaire to 3.7 billion before I died in a damn coma in 2009. But again, this reality is very simple as we play this game. So you did more than I did for 3.7 billion, go for it. Okay, more power to you. But I got to die in a damn coma. The tax guy stole my goodies. Here I'm dead at 5:41, July 5th. All right, if you want a bunch of goodies, maybe you want to do what I do. There's my helicopter. There's my mansion just in Huntington Harbor. There's my big building. There's my Lamborghini, one of them out of 21 car collection. Okay, but again, what happens is very simple. You're a puppet master. When I got to 3.7 billion, a structure, again, it's not mine. It's all belongs to the division process and organization if you want to play my way. Unfortunately, what happens is most people don't listen. I accomplished every goal I ever had. That's me in 1981 at the highest and fastest kick on the planet. And white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. It's a mindset. We put our mind to anything we can accomplish a goal. When I wrote See It, Believe It, Go Get It, I was 12 years old at the Torrance Library. So if you want a bunch of goodies like a building Lamborghini collection, mansions, Duffy's, yachts, all right, Lamborghinis and helicopters, hell, I'll show you mine. Show me yours. See, most people are full of what? All right, it's very simple. And I wrote a book years ago called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills. All right, it's true. So I'll show you my goodies. I'll get you the million, I'll guarantee it. I'll do all the work for you. And all we have to do is work together. Is that okay? Would you like to understand I died at 5:41 July 5th? They stole my 3.7 billion. Later today, you're going to call the office. You're going to talk to a specialist and be assigned to a specialist. Assigned. Don't call right now. It's only 3:46 in the morning. It's only 3:46. You can't write up the Rolex. You can't write up the haircut, the chef, and the wedding. It's a bunch of hooey. Unfortunately, listen to a bunch of silly people, or they have never made it themselves or found out doo doo. You can verify me since day one. Follow me on TikTok, okay? Tap the screen, all right? Share, 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 and DM me all the way. We're going to play my way because you're going to write down UCC1. Let's go back to basic. Let's understand what you're allowed to do to be a puppet master. I want you to stop what you do today. I want you to focus on you. You took your money to like start a business. I'll give you that. That's what you did. Do not take your money to run the damn business. Build a corporate credit report. Experian, Transient Equifax. Let's write it down. I set up the reports in 87. I am a consultant for Tier W in 1977. Oldest card, fluctuation, 29%. That's what it was. Very simple. 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Write it down, write it down. We're going to make sure we don't screw up our credit ever again. They fluctuate, sticky time. They don't fluctuate. All right, jack up these, not these. Got it so far? If we listen very carefully and not scroll, which that's what I can't stand about TikTok in the first place, you could actually learn how to get to mansions, yachts, and all the goodies in division process. That's what I did. I got to billionaire at 21 years old. Don't know why you did not. Do your homework, ladies and gentlemen. Learn to play the game, learn to win. You're going to write down UCC1. Write it down now. UCC1. You're going to write down chattel mortgage. Chattel mortgage. You're going to write down factoring. You're going to write down LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. Whatever you have, it's up to you what you have. I will build the credit file for these reports for you. I will hand you the credit, and you will finance your business, and you'll knock off the crap. I will work with you, and you and I will get on the phone, and we will create your blueprint for you. Your blueprint. So you don't screw up anymore. Understand what this means. Your LLC today, if I have a what? Business, it should be a division process, an LLC, an LLP, a C Corp, an S Corp, a nonprofit PC. Write down UCC1. Now, I have babies, so do you. You have babies, okay? What does this mean? When I was born, okay, in most cases, you're born, mommy signs the SS5 form. It's right here. It's right there, SS5. You got that card from mommy at 14 to 18 to get your job. You gave it to the employer. The employer taxed your paycheck. Okay. They got paid before you did, and you did the job. And you wonder how this works. I'm going to connect your dots. We're connecting dots today. We're going to make sure that you never bring the pain home. And you and I personally will get on that phone and create a blueprint, and we'll make sure you don't screw up anymore. Is that okay with you? We're going to play my way. Your way sucks. Oh, sorry. My way works. It's how it works. I'm sorry. Okay. God gave me the whole blueprint. Whole blueprint. So what do we do? You're not going to hurt your family ever again. So write down, I will never bring the pain home. Write it down. I want to see it right now. I will never bring the pain home. I'll never bring the pain home. Write it down now, 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 now. Okay? So understand something. If you pay attention, good morning, Cole. How you doing today? If you pay attention, it's very simple. This is a division under your LLC. Write down, never bring the pain home. Come on, write it down. I want you to focus on one thing. You bring the pain home because you have a lack of knowledge. Sorry, it's not meaning anything derogatory. Let's understand your lack of knowledge is why you bring the pain home. So when Bill here brings the pain home because he has a what LLC, he has no money to finance the LLC, so he steals it from the family and he thinks he's doing the right thing. Honey, I'm doing this for the family. No, you're not. Unfortunately, you're doing it for your family. Would have been do your damn research. Research, okay? So when Bill brings the pain home, it's because Bill has no money. We're going to set up a credit file for every division. We're going to have a line of credit per division. You're going to realize that you, as a man, have credit files. You, as a woman, has credit files. We got it started by mommy, did this to us because she did it for us when we got born. Hospitals, time of their birth is bonding time. Time we pass, they take the bond away. Our government controls hospitals, time of birth, time of gone. Okay, got it so far? We will have our credit files for ourselves and our kids. If you have kids, understand something. So what's going to happen? Very simple. Baka, Ronnie, what you're going to do? Every kid has their credit file. You know this. Every child has experience children Equifax. I want you to LLC to have babies. I want your LLC to have babies. Write it down. My LLC will have babies. I'd like 18 babies, please. That's 18 sets of credit files. I'd like my LLP to have 18 babies. Write it down. I want my C Corp. If I have a C Corp, 18 babies. If I have an S Corp, 18 babies. Nonprofit, 18 babies. Or a PC, 18 babies. You have the choice of 6 categories. So make sure you mark it as a what? Come on, people. Is a legal person. Under the law, public record, a corporation or entity, it's a legal person. Write it down now, now, now. That means every entity under that is entitled to credit files. Your problem is you keep stealing from your family and you got to knock it off because that makes no damn sense. Okay? So understand, when I get and I send you a mouse pad with your future, I'm going to send this to you for free. You're going to DM me in the link tree. You're going to request a mouse pad, black, red, white, or blue. It's up to you. I'm going to send you your future. I'm going to send you your future and I'll spend my $10 for you. I will spend my time holding your hand, getting you to every entity under the corporation, right there, there's the law, public record, not here to be safe and attorney, every entity as a division, right down division. Anything under that corporation file at state level is entitled to Experian, Chandon, and Equifax. Understand, Ronnie, I want you to do this right. Monica, same thing, division process, division process. How much, how much money do I need? Well, again, let's do this. Why don't you do like Billy did? Just refer people. Use that money to do the other things. There's so many ways you've got choice to do this if you want to. Every year, and then write it down. Come on. Husband and wife each have credit files. Mommy got ours started because it got bonded. Each organization we have has divisions. Divisions equal credit files. Divisions equal credit files. Okay? Okay, don't follow these pay $6 million in order to do this. Go away. These bots are ridiculous. Okay? They come up all the time, these phony people. Remember something. Write down Ray Reynolds' Godfather of credit, 60 billion of credit. Write down I incorporate 3 presidents, Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels. Write it down. That represents 2.2 billion in real estate and 21 cars in the car collection. So if you have not done it, just go away or do what I tell you to do. It's not hard to do. Divisions. Each division is going to have its own credit file. Now, I want to show you something because I want you prepared for Saturday's class, real estate class on Saturday. We're going to do this. Write down factoring. Come on, pay attention. All right? And in the link tree. That's right, in the link tree. So what happens? Very simple. What we're going to do. Factoring UCC1. I want you to realize that corporation or LLC, whatever you have, is going to create, all right, very simple, a loan. We're going to get you the money to loan that money at the same time. You're also going to let anybody hurt you again. Nobody hurts my clients. I don't allow it. They have a problem. We get on the phone and we beat up the person legally, ethically to get them to go away. Factoring. If I have a house, I'm going through my house today because I'm going to look at my UCC1. I'm going to make a list of all my assets and home. I'm going to put it in a UCC1, all right, file it county recorder's office, and transfer it to my irrevocable trust. Now, if I lease out a piece of property, I'm going to use the UCC1 in another fashion. I'm going to make the tenant pledge their assets towards the rent And if they don't pay the rent, I get all their goodies, and it's called a chattel mortgage. Write down chattel mortgage, please. If we do this correctly, this is what happens. Pay attention today. If I have an LLC with my UCC1 and my tenant signs the lease, and I have an exhibit A, B, and C, they don't pay, they pledge their personal assets towards the lease, I get to remove them and I keep all their assets. If they don't, and they take their assets still, I'm entitled to up to $65,000 from the insurance company. See, you're going to provide renter's insurance. You're going to make sure that nobody hurts you ever again. You're going to learn how to do a chattel mortgage. Write down chattel mortgage. You're going to leverage their assets to pay the rent, and they're not going to screw you over again. That's genius. Well, the reality is, I was known as one of the top geniuses in the world when I was 14 on a list from the government. They sucked me out of our Tewica Junior High. They put me in a government program at Tewica, from Tewica Junior High to Orange Coast College at 14. I never went to high school. I was at college at 14 years old for the hell of it, okay? I've been studying a lot of accounting ever since day one, so understand. If Mr. Smith signs the lease of a house and he's going to get into this house worth 200,000 or more, he or she's going to have an exhibit A, B, and C. We're going to use a chattel mortgage. Write down chattel mortgage. Chattel mortgage. Write down basically what we're going to do. We're entitled to do this correctly. Mr. Smith signed it. If Mr. Smith does not pay and we remove him out of the property, we get to keep all their assets, okay? Learn from everyone's the GOAT, okay? Well, I'm the #1 consultant worldwide if you ever found that out and did your research. I've incorporated 3 presidents and Lakers and Clippers and Dodgers and Angels. They're just having fun. We're going to do one thing. If they don't pay, we basically put exhibit A, B, and C. We provide renter's insurance. When we kick them out of that house, we keep all their assets. If they take their assets, we're entitled to, listen carefully, say up to 65,000. I had a tenant from a Dodger player making 100 million a year, did not pay because he's a jerk. And one of my condos, if you look at Golden West and Pacific Coast Highway, all these condos we built years ago, I became the bank. What happens? That was just $100 million there. I leveraged that into the next billion because real estate is a great thing to play with. Understand? When I took his butt to court, the judge told him flat out, all your assets belong to Mr. Reynolds division now. You have to leave. You get your clothes and your toothpaste, and that's it, and get the hell out of the house. The wife in court, if you look on the newspaper, the wife decked her own husband in court. She wanted to say, I'm going to get you out. In other words, she didn't want to lose her stuff. You never piss off a woman, gentlemen. Never bring the pain home. All right? I said, ma'am, you can have your stuff. It's okay. It's okay. See, the insurance claim gave me $68,000. I want you to write down up to $65,000. I know how to get more. I'm just going to show you what you get to do for you. They don't pay. You get to keep their goodies, or what happens? Very simple. Okay, very simple. What happens? All right, we get to claim on the insurance. That's $65,000. I want you to write down UCC1 today. I want you walk into your house, videotape everything you have, everything in your house. I want a list. I want it transferred as a UCC1. I want it filed. Listen carefully here. Filed at County Recorder's Office. You're going to, all right, transfer the asset you have into your irrevocable trust. You're going to learn how to really do this like Rockefeller did, not that yellow and orange book that are out there that are full of crap. It's all screwed up. I can correct it in the first chapter. It's like crap, crap, crap. You're going to realize you're going to transfer assets to the irrevocable trust. Got it so far? The irrevocable trust controls your assets. Now you know where your goodies go. House has a deed of trust. Car has pink slip. What does your goodies have in your office and house? Everything in this room here, in this building and that building don't belong to this company. They don't belong here at all. They're tied to a UCC1 and owned by another corporation. That's called a real equity corp, by the way. But again, as we do this, when we use UCC1 for house, family, that's okay. We protect. If we use UCC1 for chattel mortgage, we make sure the tenant doesn't screw us over. I'm sorry to say it that way, but it's blunt. If I factor, watch this. Come on, this is fun stuff. I want you ready for Saturday's 9 o'clock Pacific Standard class. It is real estate. It is my #1 class out of 11 specialty classes that I do every week. So there's the house. Come on, pay attention. Come on, pay attention. Okay? That house is right there. Here's a UCC1. Pay attention. What do we do? It's right there. We listed it. So that tenant, that house, all right, I can loan him money. I can leverage it. I can chattel mortgage it. UCC1 is an asset. I'm using it as a collateral. I need you to pay attention as collateral. I want you to realize the word leveraging. When I showed some things to Warren Buffett 40 years ago, all he could say is, well, that's pretty good. That's what he did. So we're going to learn to play the game to win. Got it so far? Yes, Debbie, I want you to pay attention as well. Sherry, I want you to pay attention as we play this game. Nick, I want you to do the same thing. Now, assets. Come on. That's a promissory note. So remember, if I lease Mr. Smith the house, UCC1, on the assets, and I have in the lease agreement an exhibit A, B, and C. That's how it is, A, B, and C. Understand that? I'm going to show you assignment of mortgage in a second. And I'm going to show you how to leverage it to a million, to 100 million, to a billion if you pay attention and pay attention step by step. If they don't pay Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith, go to court, 3-day retainer, what? And lawful detainer, get the hell out of my property, court. All right, I got to do what? They get to forfeit their own assets towards the lease payment because they pledged it to pay on time. They did not do that, so what happens? Again, what we get to do and play the game to win. So he has a billion. No, sir, my corporations have billions of dollars. Do your damn homework, okay? So don't say he says, all right, do your homework before you open your blah, blah, blah. Okay, I created my 3.7 billion, all right, before I died in the damn coma. That's only 2.2 billion. Got it so far? I don't have any money. I am broke. My corporations have all the money. I'm not dumb enough to try to be rich, okay? Only dumb people do that. Got it so far? The corporation has billions, and I'm a puppet master. Write down puppet master, people. Write down puppet master now for the ones who want to learn, not the ding dong go. He said that guy. I don't like stupid people. They piss me off. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to tell you the truth. There's one of the mansions. Okay. Very simple. The guest house is 5,000 with 3 stories. There's a part of the card collection. Card collection. Brum, brum, brum. Do your homework, people. Puppet master. I'm Ray Reynolds. I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years in a row. I won the damn award. Got it so far? I write checks for millions of dollars. Millions. Millions. It's not my money. Every car there is a division, and it is under tax ID. All right, the bottom line is I'm even going to teach you how to buy cars at fleet price. Would you like a yacht or a race boat? Hey, show me, please. Show me yours. Show me yours. I'll show you mine every damn day. I'll show you mine every time because it's fun. I like to play because I'm the guy that wrote that book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills. Because it does. Again, got it so far? Every American Express card for a business, an entity, is entitled with no inquiry. No inquiry. That is literally 250,000 alone. That if I basically just put it on track, I want you to write a check. I want you to write a check to escrow. I have lined up $5 billion of escrows. You ready to play yet? 5 billion. You're writing a check for basically a line of credit into escrow. Escrow is going to close. The management company is going to pay this bill. You get the leftover. Your leftover, if you did 50,000, is $5,600 a month. You see, your whole problem with you is not learning to play. But if you want to play, Saturday morning, okay, you might want to do one thing with me. Real estate's my number one class out of my 11 specialty classes. It'll cost you $15 to spend the day with me. Wow, you got $15? Again, be part of the fandom. You're gonna understand. You're gonna get courses, classes, and all the things. You get me. You get me. It's fun. Follow me on TikTok just for the hell of it. DM me. Follow, share, and act like you want to learn and play the game. Let's go back to UCC1 because I'm not done having fun. I just had a response to a ding dong, okay? I don't like ding dongs, okay? Factoring UCC1 loan. There's your corp, there's your LLC. UCC1. File at county recorder's office. Asset. I can turn it into a damn note. And what? When I lease out the property to Mr. Smith, Mrs. Smith better repay me. If he does not, I'm going to put his butt in court. Then I'm going to get all his goodies. Because I have an exhibit A, B, and C on the lease agreement, he don't pay, I get his goodies. He takes his goodies, I get $65,000 because he didn't pay. You allow people to hurt you. Stop it. I will personally hold your hand. I will personally give you a blueprint call. I will personally build your corporation. I will personally get you up to $1 million of credit. And I don't have any excuse. What's your excuse now? But I'm going to tell you what to do. You're going to become a puppet master my way because your way sucks. Man, you brought the paying home 10 times. Knock it off. 10 times. Stop it. You're trying to use money to finance your business? Damn it. Use credit. Every entity has its own damn credit file. Every entity. I don't get it. Why would you hurt your family? I'm going to do it for. No, you're not. Ladies, you did it 4 times. You hurt your family all the time. Stop it. Now, come on, let's watch. This is fun stuff. For those who don't scroll, go wee, wee, all the way home. Here's my corporation or my LLC or the LLP. I got a DBA. Oh, goody. Trade name. That's what it is. The DBA's trade name, if you don't know that, trade name. If you want to turn into a division, I'll say I had to certify that as well. There's a house. Wow. Skippity dippity doo. What's going to happen now? I'm going to put a UCC1 on the equities and assets. I'm going to make sure if they don't pay me, all right, I get all the goodies. I'm going to leverage the hell out of it. Then if they don't pay me, I get a loan and I get what? $65,000 check from the insurance company. See, the day you want to listen and learn to get to million to billion, you'll be listening to a real guy that creates billions of dollars, maybe. But again, it's how you play the game. You play to win. It's a promissory note. You sell the note, if you want to do that, you can leverage it as well. See, the problem you have today is you did not listen a long time ago. I'm sorry to say. I've been teaching and preaching for 6 days a week for 50 years. I'm new on TikTok. This is my 30th week. How am I doing so far? I got 76,000 followers. It's not enough, is it? I'm trying. I'm doing my best and let God do the rest. Amen to that too. So we get to play the game. Let's watch. Come on. Could you imagine? I went to a building and basically in Costa Mesa on Bristol and basically the borderline Costa Mesa and Santa Ana. I went into the building to talk to the 4 attorneys. The building went bankrupt 4 times. 4 times. They cussed me out because I wanted to show them how to leverage the equity. They threw me out of the building. 4 months later, Dr. Reynolds, could you come tell us what you're telling us again? You cussed me out. You cussed me out. Well, we're willing to listen now. When I helped save Mattel, all right, Toll Brothers, I helped Disney. You understand who the hell I am? Maybe you'll pay attention someday. Boeing, Apple, isn't that fun? You could play my way if you want to, but it's going to be up to you to listen and learn. I like to play. You got an LLC, an LLP? Every entity is a credit file. I mean, I don't get it. Every entity is a credit file. Come on. What's this build itself? Isn't this fun? You see, every file gets its own experience, charger, and Equifax. So I'm a husband. I don't want to be a husband, and I have credit files. A husband is someone who got divorced. Now he's called a damn husband. I wrote a show for Fox. I'm also a ghostwriter, by the way. I've written for 2.5 Men. Isn't that fun? This is me. Well, guess what? This is my wife. And guess what? We don't have joint credit because that's for dummies. Quit being a dummy. If you're a dummy, stop it. Here's your future. I'll send you a mouse pad. It's in the link tree. Request one. Would you like a white one? Red, white, or blue? Or black one? Pick one. Pick a color. Pick a color. Here's your future. It's about damn time you stop bringing the pain home. I've created 39 million millionaires in my Puppet Master Club before I died in that damn coma. Now watch what happens. It's fun. I love having fun. You ready? Well, Kevin, just all you do is send the link tree. Ask what you want. Come on, dude. Do the same thing. Come on, Arnold. Do the same thing. Pay attention. Let's play my way because I'm going to say, your way sucks. When I developed a form called assignment of mortgage in 1989, assignment of mortgage, okay? You see, I bought my apartment complex under the corporation, LLC, 117 units in Fullerton, California. That scared me. That's 117 people that can slip, fall, and sue me and screw me up. So I developed division process. Could you imagine division process? Every entity gets another entity. I have credit files. My kids have credit files. My wife has credit files. Every entity has its own damn credit files. You keep using your monies from your family. That's called dumb, dumb. You're not dumb. Why would you follow dumb? Why can't I send you a DM? I don't know. Do you know how? All right, it's right there, the link tree. Okay, I don't know. Maybe use your computer. I don't know. Everyone else is sending DMs. How do I do sign up? Well, guess what? Why don't you go here? Take a picture. Sign up for the class on Saturday. It's real estate. It's my #1 class that's always sold out. I get thousands and thousands of people in there. It's fun. Did you know I had 12,000 people in my audience? Wow. Being the second largest advertiser in California one time. So let's watch some more. Come on. So what happens? Each division will do an assignment of mortgage for each unit. Did you write it down? Did you write it down? So what understand? If I take the building and what I did is I taught them how to leverage the equity. They went bankrupt 4 times. I taught Toll Brothers how to do the same thing, by the way. They hired me, but they pay me 5,000 an hour and 50,000 a day. You haven't paid me daily squat. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll play. Do you show, all right, how to make a trust? Well, we'll deal with that. That's a special class as well. But it should be irrevocable trust. Is that okay? Irrevocable trust. Okay, not the yellow and orange book that's a piece of crap out there. Now, assignment of division. All right, each division will have assignment of what mortgage. So understand this. All right, follow this very clear. If I'm a man, I'm a husband. Okay, I don't want to be a husband. That's a man who got divorced because he didn't have enough money for the damn honey. Hey, the bottom line, marriage is simple. We love our wives and our husbands and our dogs and our cat and a fish. But if we bring the pain home enough times, we're going to get a what? We're going to become a husband. We can't do that. No, 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 no. I love my queen. I want to keep my queen. I love my queen. So we get to play the game to win. Okay. So what happens is each entity, like I showed here, each division, shadow mortgage, assignment of asset, assignment of mortgage, decide do I loan money or to protect equity? You write it down. Do I loan money or equity? Well, I need to write it down. Come on. Do I loan money or do I protect equity? It's up to you. Do I loan money? Come on, make up your damn mind. Write it down now, now, now. Do I want to assign equity? All right, I want to loan money or protect equity. It's your choice. So I can loan money or protect equity. Come on, UCC1. We get to play the game. Here's how you get to play. You get to loan out money. Here's a way to make sure the tenant, if they don't pay, you get all their goodies anyway. See, your problem is you let people hurt you. Stop it. I make sure they pay me up to 65,000 on an insurance policy because if they screw me over, I'm not going to lose. When I lose, I still win. Why don't you? See, you get the choice to do this again and again. I don't understand why you do this. Come on. Each entity. So that big building, I took my LLP, an assignment of mortgage. I decided to see if the tenant wants to buy their unit. That allows us what? The unit. The unit gets to be purchased. Understand? So each unit gets to be purchased. They don't have the money, not all of it. They give extra money. So here's one loan, one loan. Here's one loan. Guess what? The loan was $38 million. Okay. We took a loan that's $38 million. We dissected it and we take 38 million. We divided it by each unit. Okay. Each unit. So guess what? We have all these floors and all these units. So if I do assignment of mortgage, that person who has that tenant in lease, the lease can be a division. The lease can be what? Assignment of mortgage. I told you this. Can I loan money or equity? And that's what we get to do. So every one of these. So each unit gets to give me a first trust deed. Okay, that's the first. No problem. Instead of a lease payment, it became a loan payment. Then the second trust deed on that same unit, because represents the down payment they could not afford. That created the first 100 million. We turned it into a billion. Is that okay? So guess what we did? We created a 47% positive more cash flow in 90 days. Write it down. And then from there, we turned it into notes. The notes became up to $1 billion. Okay. How much is the information charge? I don't know. What do you want information charge? Here, spend 15 bucks. Go there. All right. Learn to be what? Get courses, get classes, get me all the time. I'm online 6 days a week. You got 15 bucks? There you go. If you want, you can call the office later today, talk to a specialist. I don't know. What do you want? I got 47 programs. Pick one. But again, what do you do? As we play this game, the goal is what? Shadow mortgage, UCC1, and understand how to play the game. Now, what happens? Let's continue. We're not done. Each unit is a value of the buildings, what was bought and divided by each unit. Corporation contracts a tenant and offers a unit to buy out. They get to buy first and a second trustee. Okay. Corporation will find themselves we create 47% more income. Now watch what happens next. See, you keep trying to put all the things on your back. You should be a puppet master instead. And that's how you play the game and control everything and not own a damn thing. But that's up to you too. That you play this as well. Okay? I told Kevin stop paying his bills. Well, the reality is anybody who says stop paying your bills is an idiot. Well, that's stupid. You pay your bills. Be responsible. So never, never stop paying your bills. Please be responsible. Let me analyze you personally, okay? Let me tell you what you need to really do, and I'll tell you step by step, and you don't screw up anymore, okay? I don't want people calling dumb. Always be responsible. Always pay your bills, but don't hurt your family ever again. So what do we do? Come on. From there, each unit, what happens here? How much does the corporation want to carry back? First and a second. Okay, we turn this into money. This became $1 billion. You understand? Billion. So if you want to play my way, that represents up to 2.2 billion right there. Okay, I'm the guy that's not full of crap. All right, I basically incorporated presidents. I can show you mansions and mansions in Big Bear, Havasu, Yorba Linda, Nellie, California, and all the goodies if you want. Cars from now on will be divisions of corporations, not in your name because that's called dum da da dum dum. You have a car in your name today, and someone bumps it, they're going to sue you and your spouse, and then now you're in a lawsuit, and now they're going to suck out all the money they can. And what's going to happen is now you and your spouse fight. Everybody fights about money. Okay, so get more money than you ever need, so you never fight about money. Take care of your honey. Money gets you honey, ladies and gentlemen. So we know the rules and tools. Not a problem to do that. Every car will be a division of the corporation. Every yacht and race boat. Hell, why not? Come on. It's only a race boat. It's all my name on it. Ray Rooms University. Bum, 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 bum. That's the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor, by the way. That's one of my mansions. You want to play with a real guy that's not full? You know what? Let me know. I wrote that book called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills. Isn't that terrible? BS doesn't pay your bills. Isn't this fun? Now, I want you to do a couple of things for yourself today. If your credit sucks, pay attention. I used to have a website called mycreditreportsucks.com, and people said, that's offensive, Ray. Nowadays, I guess it's acceptable. Get a copy of the HR 991. It's in the link tree. It's in the link tree. Go ahead. All right, if you're a credit repair person, okay, do yourself a favor. Make sure you register the Attorney General's office. If not, it's basically fraud. The other thing, they're going to indict you, like they did Daniel the credit repair cloud. Okay, they indicted his butt for $3 million. They arrested his butt in front of his neighbors and friends. Isn't that good? His church is really proud of him. All right, so make sure you're licensed and bonded as a credit repair company. Do yourself a favor. Let's look at the IRS. They're in control. They bond us when we're born, and they cancel the bond when we pass. So we have a 656 form if you have an IRS problem. You can take our judgments, student loans, and even Dun& Bradstreet. I wrote one of their fast track programs about 40 some odd years ago. So if you want to play my way, I'll teach you to play. Now I'm going to need you to call a phone number. I'd like you to get off the national mailing list. Could you do that for me, please? The national mailing list. Would you do that, please? I'd like you to understand. Get off the national mailing list. Carl, Kat, same thing. Adam, the same thing. Christy, understand? Christy knows as well. So does Jay. Here's a phone number because you're being sold on the dark web and all kinds of stuff. This will stop all the junk mail if you want to stop the junk mail. It's 888-567-8688. If you took your utility bills and your credit cards today and did automatic payment, auto payment, then you basically have no, and you paperless. That would be what you do. Now, and I said I already did. Fantastic. What happens is you want to make an extra payment to your credit cards. It's called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. I wrote that program for basically what, all right, TRW became Experian 96, okay? So I'd like you to do that. See, what happens today with your credit, if it's bad, I can help you get through the process to get it on track if you want to. Since I set up the system as a consultant for TRW 77, oldest card, fluctuation 29%, not 30. Or if you say 30, that makes no sense because 30 happens to be yellow, 50 happens to be red. So again, all cards fluctuate. You need to sticky. These cards don't fluctuate. You should have 100,000 of safety credit. You don't have it, I'll build it for you. I'll build your 100,000 of safety so you don't screw up your family ever again. And again, husbands and wives, never have joint credit. Oh, it's only for dumb people to do that. You're not dumb, so don't do dumb, 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 dumb. What do we do? Let's understand. Our personal credit. Here's what's called legally. This is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Lending Act. Write it down. Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Lending Act. Dispute method. That's what you get to do, dispute method. All right, negotiation method, okay? Here, legal action method, even going to court. This is your choice. I wrote Prove It or Remove It after I worked for TRW, and what gets to happen is very simple. If you want to learn things for yourself, you could get one of my 67 books I've written so far. This is called Winning the Credit Game. On the back of the books, as we developed this years and years ago, keep in mind, Winning the Credit Game, I first made it red. The back of every book would show me highest kick on planet Earth, only 13 feet. One of the cars in the car collection, one of the mansions, and one of the yachts as well. Okay, we made it red. Then I turned it into a chess game because the reality is I became a chess master at 13. I have total recall on most things. Okay, I write with both hands, talk at the same time. All right, very simple. My IQ's off the chart, and I rhyme all the time, and sometimes I stutter too, which is embarrassing. If you looked at the credit bureaus years and years ago, you would have saw Consumer Debt Management Company, consumer basically credit as well, consumer debt collections practice out all these pieces. That was my company back then on the credit bureaus. If you want to realize one thing, you have credit files for you, your spouse does, your kids do. So now there's your division. Okay. Each division has its own credit file if you wanted to, but it's going to be up to you. When you get this book, don't be surprised that you will see every letter from the going to the creditor and credit bureau and part of the Lamborghini. Sorry, that's a studying thing. Lamborghini collection as well. See, I'm the guy that's not full of doo doo. If you want to realize one thing in winning the credit game, it'll give you the rules and tools to debt crisis interventions in the link tree. It's free. So is a copy of the Debt Collection Practices Act in the link tree as well, free. I'm trying to help everybody I can as much as I can. So what happens, this is all the federal way to remove bad credit. All right, very simple. If we do this correctly, then you're going to find out disputes to the credit bureaus. Then you're going to find disputes to the creditor under the Fair Lending Act, okay? So again, it's going to be up to you. It's 20 bucks. It's in the link tree. You can get a hard copy as well. It's going to be up to you as well. If you want to understand your personal credit 100%, I would say get starting now right. I wrote that last year here. Dedication to my white attorney, CPA, my mentor, Harold Stokes, who passed away. He's in a better place as well. As we do this, it's simple. It's $9. It'll teach you all the rules and tools. It'll give you the rules and tools. It also, that Chase has a 524 rule, and it'll show you how he set up the system and talk about your assets and bonded as well. All the pieces you need is right here in the book. It's 10 bucks. There it is for you as well. Your credit sucks, so I'm going to tell you flat out, please do yourself a favor. Understand you can rebuild it yourself if you choose to. Or you can hire credit repair, but credit repair better be bonded, Attorney General's office, or it's fraud. They better start saying 29% has never been 30. And every one of you can get this in the link tree. It's called HR 9991. Understand what can really happen, what you can really do for yourself today, not a bunch of hooey, or what happens as most people do, unfortunately. So what happens is very simple. We could play the game. I'm going to tell you about a marriage agreement. I'd like you to think about separating the liability for you and your husband and wife. House is whose name? Husband buys a house, has escrow close, homestead, trust. Wife can do it too, but the reality is only one of you on the house. If you lost the house, you're going to realize the bank might tell the IRS as a 1099-C. Separate the liability. Car should always be a division of a corporation to never be you. So guess what? Again, your name in, it'll be a division instead. Husband and wife keep it separate all the time. I'd like you to look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act so you understand what you're allowed to really do. Not a bunch of hooey and all these people saying credit repair and they wear their t-shirts backwards and their hats and they're experts now because they bought my book. Okay? What do? We're going to look at federal law right now, Fair Credit Reporting Act, public record, not here to be safe an attorney. Section 611, this is what happens, dispute accuracy. Section B, this is 611B, 30 days to respond. They have a 15-day grace period. Add one more day, it's 46 days. If you want to dispute yourself, you can. At least know how it's done in validation letters. Validations go to creditors. Creditors, they have to remove it because they can't prove it. When I wrote the book about Prove It or Remove It years ago, right after helping TRW set up the system, I came up with a system that you can actually reverse process of bad credit. Keep in mind, every one of you ladies and gentlemen, under the Fair Lending Act, you were never supposed to put your assets in there in the first place. So remember something. When you look at your SSN, all right here, it's very simple. The SSN, we're going to compare the two for the SS4. So mommy filled it out or you did, application, social security card, SSN 1040. Your paycheck's taxed because you gave them the number. They get their cut, you get the leftover, that sucks. Way to get your money back, house payment, SSN 1040. This is the card they gave you. It's in your personal wallet. It says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you. Unfortunately, you do that, unfortunately, that's what hurts you. In page 10, it shows you validation verification. This goes to the creditor under the Fair Lending Act. Please write that down. Fair Lending Act. Everything we do in the future as a puppet master will be a division of a corporation or LLC. So again, future is everything is divisions. We become a puppet master. We don't allow ourselves to be ducks and sheep anymore. Again, it's going to be up to you to play the game to win. I want you to structure yourself the right way. I don't want you bringing the pain home ever again. So I want you to pay attention. You can dispute to the credit bureaus. You can validate under the Federal Lending Act to the creditor. That is basically on page 10 once again. I dummy proof this because I think when we do something new, we all feel like a bunch of dummies. We look at information obsolete, inaccurate, our information's changed, disputed, not verifiable, all right, not verified reasonable time, or other laws exist. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act also works in hand with the Fair Lending Act. Write down Fair Lending Act, please. When we compare the two today, here's where we're taxed, here we're not taxed. Rich and famous people don't do it your way. What they do is realize one thing, SS4. I haven't had a paycheck for over 40 years. I don't get a paycheck. I'm not dumb enough to want a paycheck because what happens is very simple. And I pay anybody rent, box, okay, another one of these stupid bots, okay? We don't need bots. We don't need these people going to pay crap, crap, crap. It's a bunch of crap, unfortunately. Just want to let me block it, okay? Oh, well. Okay, this is typical. Do not, all right, send somebody money. It's ridiculous. Don't be ripped off by a fraudster. Okay, the SS4, application employee identification number right there, EIN. It's entitled, listen very carefully. You're entitled to an entity. You're entitled to you. So this means if I have credit files, my wife has credit files, every division has credit files. Why would we use our personal credit to finance a business? Only dumb people do that. You're not dumb. Please quit following dumb. Here's the law, public record. I was used and abused as a kid. It sucks. I was born in a taxi, thrown in a trash can. And then I got to be Winston's Hope. My parents did not want me. They told I was a piece of what? That's whatever they wanted to do. Actually, they weren't married and they're billionaires. That's just the way it is as we play. Here is chapter 18. Pay attention. It says a legal person, a corporation is a legal what? Person that may sue or be sued. Now, if we compare the two today, I like to make sure you don't bring the pain home again. Would you please write down never bring the pain home, please? Never bring the, please write it down. Never bring the pain home. Write it down right now. Type it. Come on. Never bring the pain. Come on, Jude. Come on, Larry. Come on, Susie. Come on, Brian. Write down never bring the pain home. Come on. Never bring the pain home. Come on. Let's write it down. Never bring the pain home. I want you to focus. Brian, the same thing. Ronnie, the same thing. All right, what do we do? Jacob, the same thing. We never bring the pain home. There's no reason to ever bring the pain home. So understand what happens. Very simple. We're going to focus. We're going to set our mindsets to be a puppet master. Write it down. I will basically never bring the pain home again. Understand? You don't have to. You've never had to bring the pain home in the first place. And I want to hold your hand. I'll rebuild your life with you, for you, and we're going to do it my way. Okay, it's very simple. Hey, Claire, how you doing today? All right, hey, Uncle Nate, haven't seen you for a while. How you been? As we play this game to win. Okay, so never bring the pain. Let's understand. The SS5 form, Mommy, you filled it out. SSN, you got your job. They tax your paycheck. You got the leftover. They got paid before you did. The IRS got their cut. We're bonded since the day we got our SSN when we're born. You can even change your name if you want to. If we compare the SSN, SS5 to the SS4, Department of Treasury International, Internal Revenue Service number used for corporations. LLCs and LLPs are not corporations, people. They're fed off sole proprietor in the first place. You don't know that. So here it is. The SS4 form Application employee identification number right there. It says entity, it says individual person. I can create a corporation or LLC. They get their own credit files called Experian, Channel, and Equifax. Got it so far? I'd like you to write down, I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my corporation. I'm willing to sacrifice my what? Division, not my corporation or my parent company. I'm willing to sacrifice the division, again, not the parent company or my family or my family or my family. What happens is last year, you had 22,000 banks that filed bankruptcy. I understand. The United States of America Incorporated, okay, that's what they have. 50 corporations. Every corporation called city, or it actually state is have cities. Every city is a corporation. Allen, same thing. So if we do this correctly, entities under the LLC, LLP will be deduction sheet. I will not bring the pain home. I will not hurt my parent company. I will sacrifice the division like the banks did. 22,000 locations of banks last year. If we focus on this, we can make sure we're not the duck or sheep. This is family. This is personal. No, no, no. This is a division of a corporation, the division of corporation. So understand, if I have an LLC, LLP, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, I have my divisions. Bank of America will have you one bank account and have you 18 more if you have 18 divisions. Each bank is entitled up to 150 of credit. This represents 2.7 million. If you want B of A to give you 37 more accounts, you could. See, you're entitled to 75 divisions and entities per bank account. All right. They sued me in '96. I won the lawsuit because it proves that one bank account can have up to 75 divisions, and that could be 75 credit cards here. That is an American Express. Each division, we would apply for the card. There's no inquiry. All right. So if we had this 1,000,003 in my hand here, very simple. Every card here says Ray Reynolds University. If you don't know that, it's right here. If I have three, that's $300,000. I paid overtime limit. There's 100,000 each. They actually say they're actually unlimited. There's 300,000. Here's 600,000. Here's 900,000. Here's $1,000,000. Here's 1,000,003. Again, if we build the entity and the money, we can go get the honey and we can finance the business. And if anything goes wrong, it's a division, not you or the corporation. That entitles us to 250,000 loan, and that's what it is. If you go back to history and realize that I'm Ray Reynolds, Godfather Credit, 60 billion of credit over the years, incorporating presidents and Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers and Angels, and most of the people on the planet, being the number one consult worldwide and the number registered agent. Simple. There's my book I wrote as 14. Put it out there basically. It's finished at 15. Put out there at 16. Kept changing it as well. This loan entitles you, if you have a 660, 1 year in business, 3,000 with income, to get up to 250. We would use it to get an escrow. I would like you to basically order a mouse pad. I'll pay for it. It's free for every one of you. It's in the link tree. I'd like to basically do this as well. I could use your help. Well, every one of you could if you do what I tell you to do. I will guarantee you $1,000,000 company. I will put you in my Puppet Master Club. I will guarantee this in writing, okay? We will knock out the crap. We will actually go get it. Victoria, same thing. Chris, same thing. We play my way because I think your way sucks. Sorry. Here's Clara. Thank you for the cowboy hat. What do we get to do? So understand something flat out, okay? That is 50,000. What did I do? I took it from a line of credit. A line of credit, okay? It's Ray. Hey, Ray. It's Hey, Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, or Hey, Ray, okay? All right? Basically not Hey, Rod. My name's not Rod, okay? Let's understand something. We're going to use a line of credit. We're going to put in an escrow. Escrow is going to close. We're going to buy a storage unit or fourplex. That's a division under a corporation. I'm going to turn you into a millionaire corporation or LLC millionaire if you let me do my job, if you play the game. Escrow closed. Management company pays this bill, the leftover. See, numbers have never lied, only people do. And that's a problem. So I wrote that book years ago called Bullshit Don't Pay Your Bills, because it doesn't. Most people are full of crap. Need your help, brother. Well, I'll help every one of you. I'll get you where you need to go. If I put 50,000 in escrow, I line up the escrows. I have 5 billion of escrows signed up right now. 5 billion. 3 of you would be part of the escrow. You would write a check, so would I, to escrow. and I don't want the money. You write it to escrow. Your income is 5,600 a month per division. I don't want you to ever be rich, ever rich. Got it? I want you to control everything and own nothing. Control everything, own nothing. I want you to focus on that 110%. I want to change your life. I need to add you to my Puppet Master Club. I only have 39 million people in it so far. And I died in coma and then he came back. Now, I'd like you to take a picture of this. I'd like you to join me in my real estate class on Saturday at 9 o'clock. This is Pacific Standard Time, okay? So understand, Saturday, all right, for 50 years, people, 50 years. Let's write it down. Every Saturday, I've had 5 to 6 classes for 50 years. That's right. I've been online and in person for 50 years. I made a promise to my Savior, Jesus Christ, when I was 7 years old, crippled in a coma. All right, and I kept my promise to help people the rest of my life. That was my promise. So, Father, please help these people. Open their ears and mind and body. Get the blueprint you gave me to them in Jesus' name. Amen. All you have to do is follow. That's all you have to do. Join the Puppet Master Club on Saturday. Simple. We're going to have what? You're going to follow me on TikTok. 30 weeks now. I got basically 76,000 people. I don't know if that's good or bad in 30 weeks. Okay. I'm Ray Reynolds. This is the Blueprint Live. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. It's up to you as well. Keep in mind, I created my first $1 billion structure at 21 years old. So that's why I'm going to show you real goodies and not a bunch of hooey that people do all the time. None of these phony coaches have made their millions and billions. They say, how rich people are. I control millions and billions. I'm not rich. A corporation is. How I do it, I'll tell you how. All right? You understand? Educational contact only, not legal, tax, or financial advice. Results may vary because you might be lazy. Now, later today, I'd like you to talk to a specialist and be assigned to one. Assigned to a specialist, write it down. Understand what this means. Be assigned to a specialist, 800-254-9506. Understand what this means. Very simple. All right. I want them to talk to you about what you need to do and put you in classes all week. You know, most of the classes are all free. Free. You like free? So what's going to happen is very simple. Look at the time. It is 4:38 in the morning. 4:38. You cannot ride up the Rolex. You can't ride up the haircut. You can't ride up the chef. You can't ride up the wedding. And all this BS they say out there. It's ridiculous. I've never seen so much done. I've been studying law and accounting since I could walk. I wanted out of coma. I wanted out of hell. I didn't like being an orphan with no mommy and daddy. All I saw was on TV. So if you got it, cherish it. First coma, I was 7. Do you like goodies? Who likes goodies and goodies? Hey, I'll show you millions and billions of goodies. Guess what? I'm the guy that's not fully, you know why. Pay attention. I died in a coma on July 5th, all right, 2009, because we took out my yacht in the backyard in Huntington Harbor, the largest yacht, the biggest mansion there anyway. Simple, my mansion. What do we do? I get to die in a coma. Understand, Jesus is not a drive-through. Some people think he is. Being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. Always good, always good. Thank you, Jesus. That's how it works. If we play the game, it is God, family first. My wife and I got married 21 years ago. 21 years ago. All right? All right. If you like goodies, I'll get you some goodies, but they're not going to be your goodies. You're going to control it all and not own a damn thing. Got it so far? So again, God, family. My wife and I, we were married 21 years ago. We became one. One. This is how it works. That's how it works. That always works. Okay. God is first. I've been shot. I've been knifed. I mean, for what I went through. Understand? You have to realize money. I don't love money. I just know how to get millions and billions of it. You want to learn? Listen and play. God gave me the full blueprint. I'm going to repackage your whole life, house, car, and all the goodies, because I have rules and tools. I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm actually a real coach. I coached 3 presidents. Did you not? Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers and Angels. We could play if you want to play my way, because your way, sorry, I'm going to say your way sucks. I'd like you to replace yourself today as divisions. Write down divisions, division process. I'd like you to understand you can stop bringing the pain home today. Today, I'd like you to turn around and let me build your future of your business up to 100,000 a month income. I'll do this with you and for you, okay? With 100,000 a month income. That'll be 12 months or less. If you're aggressive, you can do it in 6 months or less. Again, all right, auto income. Now you're gonna have to make a promise to yourself. Are you willing to make a promise to yourself? Well, then it's very simple. I'd like you to be a puppet master, okay? All right, and basically puppet master in training. But I want you to write down as of today, I want you to write it down. Very simple. You're going to make a promise to yourself. My promise to myself, I want you to write it down. Okay? All right. As of today, June 17th, 2026. Write it down. I am a puppet master in training. You're going to go to all my classes on Saturday. You're going to invite all your friends and family to all the free classes as well. I'm a puppet master in training. I own nothing, but I control everything. I don't have anything in my name. I'm not dumb enough to buy anything in my name because I don't use my SSN only for credit purposes as review. I'm a CFO. The estate we live in, the front yard's an acre and a half. My wife has her ding dongs follow her, and her ding dongs are her 6 dogs. Okay, she's living in fantasy land because that's her job. My wife, because I'm the king, she's my queen. I never bring the pain home to the queen. No man should ever do that. You have done it 10 times, men, because you didn't have the money to run your damn business in the first place. You ladies did it yourself 4 times. Knock it off. All right, we're going to take control of everything and know not a damn thing. I will have 18 divisions under my organization. I have 18 sets of credit files. 12 months from now, Ray Reynolds will hand me a business and I'll work with him and for him and everything else it is for 100,000 a month income and knock off the crap. I will have a reasonable paycheck. My LLC will become an S corp because I said so. S corp allows you to pick reasonable compensation. LLC is sued today, they sue you. Congratulations. C corp is double taxed. Again, they're also audited and indicted all the time because you don't turn into S corporation fast enough as you make money. You're going to recycle your paycheck. The money they took on your paycheck because you gave the SS4 to, you gave SSN to the employer, they taxed your paycheck, you got the leftover. To recycle your paycheck, take the money back that the IRS took from your paycheck, it's called house payment and a 1040 tax return. I will do tax balancing, not tax evasion. I will never bring the pain home ever, ever, ever. And I will honor God and I'll honor my wife. There's your goals. Get your mouse pad today. Change your life. Let's knock off the crap. Okay? Come on, people. I don't get it. Why would anybody bring the pain home in the first place? I don't understand. I don't understand why you're trying to use your personal credit that's been taxed to run your damn business. That's called dumb, da da dum dum. You're not dumb, but you're doing dumb. It's ridiculous. That's a mouse pad. I would like to send you one for free today. Would you like a black one? Or would you like red, white, or blue? Okay, what color would you like? Okay? It's in the, all right, DM me in the link tree. That's all you have to do. I'll spend my $10 because I believe in every one of you. I believe in you. Okay? I'll spend my $10 out of my pocket for you. You wouldn't do that for me, but I'll do it for you. Got it so far? Would you like a white one, a red, white, or blue, or black? Okay? Let's see. Find peace through auto income. Huh. Never bring the pain home. Huh. 100,000 to $1 million. Simple. Borrow money's not taxable. Borrow money's not what? Borrow money's not what? Taxable. Okay? So guess what? Any color works, it's great. Let's understand something today. Very simple. If you would listen and learn, and you would play the game to win, it's up to you. Your problem is you. I have an LLC, Ray. Fantastic for you. They have 9 categories. I got an LLP. Oh, goody, goody, goody. I got a C Corp. Oh, yeah, I got an S Corp. I got a nonprofit corporation, or I have a PC. Let's understand something, ladies and gentlemen. If these do business, they sue these, they will sue you. All right, ask any competent attorney or CPA because you sign everything. If you do it my way, you will never bring the pain home. You go way over here and realize you're like, Mom, you signed the SS5 form. It equals your SSN. It equals your 1040 tax return. That's how they tax your damn paycheck before you get the leftover. This is 100,000. I'll guarantee it in writing to you if you do what you're told to do. You will build a corporate umbrella my way. Your way sucks. That's 100,000 with income per month, and I'll get you to $1 million if you pay attention. Every division you have has an American Express card. This is 9 locations and 9 American Express cards. That's why it's 18. So if I take an American Express card today, flat out, what I'm going to do is very simple. We're going to play the game to win. So let's learn to count. Okay. Here's 3 Amex cards. They all say Ray Williams University. Let's take 3. That's 300,000. Let's take 6. 3 more. 600,000. Let's take 9. 900,000. Let's get one more for the million. A million. Here's $1,000,003. When are you going to use the money to finance the honey and knock out the crap and quit hurting your family? I don't understand dumb. I've never understand what you do. I think what you do is wrong. Sorry to say it's true. So here's 1 million of credit just off these damn cards. By the way, there are 10 cards to go get. This is Bitcoin, gold, silver, stocks traded, or storage unit. I bought my first one split with my ex-father-in-law. We each got $17,350 a month forever. Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., car wash, all right, apartment complex. Do you realize I wrote books on all this stuff 48 years ago besides the Bitcoin stuff? It's simple. Borrow money's not taxable. Okay? So understand financial freedom. It's a bunch of hooey. People talk about it. Please show me anybody on TikTok that ever made their first million to billion by the time they're 21 like I have. Most of them are full of crap. Okay? These phonies coaches. This is what rich and famous people do. Excuse me, I can tell you what to do because hell I train them and I'm one of them. I don't understand. Dumb. Again, that's a mouse pad. Request yours. Focus. Let me build your life for you because I think your way sucks. All right? Then you can DM it, okay? You can basically understand. I'm sorry, I think your way sucks. This is what it is. Every entity, every division under a corporation is entitled to its own credit files. Why would you steal money from your family to run your business and all that did is back you in a corner and screw up your credit in the first place? I don't understand. Why would anybody do dumb? I don't get it. There it is. It's the mouth pad. It's right there. It's right there. How hard would it figure out that we have a corporation umbrella? Each division has its own credit file. It's Spear and Treasure and Equifax if you do it right. That's all it is. Okay, come on. Let's get 18. 18 never lies to me. Numbers never lie to me. People lie to me all the time. People pull that doo-doo. And so what happens? 18 divisions equals $100,000 a month income minimum, gets up to 1 million. It's just numbers don't lie. People lie. So if you allow me to do it for you, I'll do it all for you and with you. I'll rebuild your damn life my way, and I'm going to boss you around. Hell, you're going to be on a call with me for up to an hour with your partner's life. We're going to do a blueprint call. You're going to be assigned to a specialist. Nobody's going to drop the ball here. The reality is, that's why we're going to play my way. I don't like your way. I think everybody's way sucks. This is Auto Income with Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit. They created the Puppet Master Club 48 years ago. Be a puppet master. Be a puppet master. Be a puppet master. Why? Simple. Each division, each entity gets 100,000 of credit. Own real estate. Why not? Hell, I coached the coaches on Carlton Chief, Dave Delgado, and Russ Belby. I was coaching the coaches. S Corp, he said, well, no. Take what you have now, and before I look at what you're doing first, we listen carefully. You do not become S, all right, until you're making money. You're not going to tell the IRS it's you, ever, until you make money. If someone does an S Corp before they make money, that's called dumb. Corporations are filed at state level. State, you file the damn piece of paper. When you make money, then the LLC converts to S, C Corp to S, because I said so, when you make money. Until then, hell no. Don't you tell the IRS that damn thing. They don't deserve to know diddly squats. Bad enough they tax our check before we get our damn leftover. I wrote the original books 49 years ago, car wash, dry cleaner, laundromats. Do you realize when I had my 22,000 payphone, I was 17 years old? That's 6.6 million a month. Son of a biscuit, what the hell's wrong with you people? I love this guy. Hey, I love all of you. It's great. We're having fun. I just want to turn you into a puppet master. Is that okay? Let's play my way. Because your way, what? You know what I'm going to say. Come on. Every entity is entitled to one of these suckers. Here's an American Express. All right. It tells you there's no damn inquiry on you anyway. Why don't we get a bunch of those suckers? Come on. Why don't we take Bank of America, one bank account, get 18 divisions. Let's have 18 of those things. Let's get 18. Why not? Hell, why not? What do? We finance the dream. What does it tell us? Simple. You got to have a 660 score. That's easy. 1 year in business, 3,000 a month. Wow, that's hard to do. Come on. What do? We get a blueprint loan up to 250. It's right here, right here. We can put 4 escrows going at one time, damn it. And then from there, you can basically go back to basics. When I was 14, when I wrote Winning the Game of Business. See, maybe you don't realize I invented Car Finder when I was 12 and a half years old, wrote a patent. See, I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old. I was an orphan born in a freaking taxi, put in a trash can. Mrs. Hope used to beat the hell out of me. I went to the library every day to study. First, I wanted to prove to my parents I'm not a piece of trash because they're billionaires. People, because they weren't married, I'm an embarrassment. I'm a bastard child. So I guess I wanted to prove to them. Then Mrs. Hope used and abused the hell out of me, and I want to get out of hell. I went to the library every day. I've been studying law and accounting for 50 plus years. Play my way. Your way sucks. Sorry. Wouldn't use a law to create it. We'll put them in a damn escrow. You're going to have a laundromat, dry cleaning car. You're not going to do a damn thing. It's ran by a management company. 3 people with me in an escrow. I administrate the escrows. Over $5 billion coming up. Very simple. I'm the administrator. You wrote a check to escrow. They put the money in escrow. They pay the bill. You get the leftover. Your leftovers are an average of $3,200 a month. You're not going to be rich. You're going to be a damn puppet master. Write down this and make sure you understand. Oh, we're going to play my way because your way what? You know what I'm going to say. What do? Come on. 50,000 storage unit laundromats, car wash. I bought my first storage unit, my ex-father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, years ago. Why? Okay, let's see. We had questions. All right, I want to utilize, all right, B of A, your way. Well, again, put all our divisions. B of A is great. Okay, all right, change my lights back. Okay, all right, no problem. Want to make sure I know who's Chris, here's Mendy's, all these people. And it's basically what do we get to do? Zoe, and what do we get to do? Play. Understand? My ex-father and I wrote a, all right, we bought a storage unit. Okay, this is for 1984, by the way, 85. My code, all right, was 17,350, so it's his. It didn't go to my pocket, it went into the corporation, understand? Entity. Entity. I want you to play my way. I don't like your way, I'm sorry. Classes on Saturday all through the day, even classes on Friday. 50,000 storage unit fourplex. All right, close escrow. Your average is 5,600 a month. If I had 75,000 in escrow, so you see, numbers don't lie. I love numbers. They don't lie. Only people do. All right, we get to play. Now, pay attention. Come on. I love this stuff. Isn't this fun? Let's pretend you did what I told you to do. These are at the 150, okay? I buy my first 3 months of coaching from you. Where do we go from there? Well, you get stuck with me every 4 weeks. And you're on the classes all the time. But again, that's up to you as well. Talk to your specialist. Now, let's see this. I took a 150. This is my rule. It's very simple. If I have $50,000 of credit I get you, you're allowed to invest 25,000. That's it. If it's 75, 50, 175, or 150, 100. Let's pretend we took a line of credit. Maybe we did it from B of A, Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, what the hell, pick one of them. We wrote a check for 81,750. Okay? Now, here's the gift. Here's the gift. We took borrow money, it's not even your damn money, into an escrow, close an escrow. The leftover is $4,132 a month. Forever, forever. Isn't that Pascal? We get to get it forever, and it goes up, up, and away. What amazing. Then you leverage more money. It's not even your money to do it. You now created an income. What a concept. I want a Wendy's restaurant. Okay. You want a Jack in the Box for Carl Sr.? We need $1 million. 9 people plus me write a check for 100,000. We're going to give it 96.20 a month. Is that okay? 96.20. Now here's your future. This is your parent company. You're going to get 100,000 monthly income. All right, 1 year. That's why we're first saying that we build it to $1 million. All right, a month. Okay, buoyant and steady. What do we do next? Let's remember, I want you to replace yourself. I want you to quit hurting your family. I want you to use division process and stop bringing the pain home. I'd like you to get to 100,000 a month income. That's what we're going to do with you or for you. Hell, I'll do all the work for you and just hand you the damn keys. Auto income. What happened with your life for you is very simple. All right, you basically filled out a form, or mommy did. One of you did. You gave permission, or mommy did. The SS5 form was when you were born, you filled out the form. You took the form, all right? The IRS, this is a form, they bonded you for $35 million apiece. And then you gave it to the employer. at the SSN. You gave permission to the employer to tax your paycheck. That's what you did. They tax your paycheck because you did the job. They got paid before you did. Sorry, it's how it works. Then you basically have your 1040 tax return. If you have a house payment, it recycles your paycheck back in your pocket. If not, you're making someone else rich. The S is for tax ID EIN. Don't really care what you got. See, I'm a real coach going to teach you all the rules and tools. I'll do all the work with you for you and teach you how to do it yourself too. I don't have an excuse. Okay? All right. Where do the extras come from for the escrows? Well, again, we'll have to go through it again because you didn't pay attention, I guess. There's no extras. 18 divisions, okay? And credit cards equal credit lines. They always have, always will. If we play the game, if you need to put your credit back on track, get the book for 20 bucks in the link tree. It's very simple. It's $20. Get it now. You give you the Fair Lending Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act, and you can process to get your credit back on track yourself if you want to. If you do hire a credit repair company, please make sure they're licensed and bonded. Federal Trade Commission says that they're not, it's a fraud. All right, they have to be registered to the Attorney General's office. Understand it's like, starting out right. In the book, it's going to give you all the things from Fair Lending Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act. It'll probably even show you part of my Lamborghini collection. I'm the guy that's not full of crap, by the way. So we get to play my way and tell you the truth. It'll set you free. The ultimate goal, the ultimate game for 20 bucks. This is starting out right. I wrote last year in dedication to my ex professor, attorney, and friend, Harold Stokes. It's 10 bucks. It'll teach you rules and tools, ladies and gentlemen, to not screw up your credit ever again. It's called Starting Out Right. If you ever want the Millionaire's Founders Kit, I sold it at the Bonaventure every Tuesday, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for 32 years. I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years, writing checks for millions and millions of dollars. It's simple. It's $4.99. It used to be $5,000. It's in the link tree if you want. It's up to you as well. If your credit sucks, get yourself in a rapid rescore. It'll restructure your credit, push it up, get green light to get another card to get rid of your debt to ratio. Got it so far? Now, if you allow me, I'll put you in a blueprint call. That means you and I on the phone. You and I on the phone for very simple. I'd like to be on the phone with you for about an hour's time. Okay, I need your partner of life on that phone call with you. Usually that's your spouse. And man, you brought the pain home 10 times. So she's going, is this one gonna work? You've scared the crap out of your queen. It's ridiculous. She's doubtful the next one's gonna work, gentlemen. Ladies, you screwed up 4 times yourself, so don't have a problem. The reality is someone put divorce. That means you're a husband. You're a man, you're a husband. Sorry to say it's true. Now, on the phone call, what's gonna happen? I'm going to talk about basically what? Should I use Navy? Again, let me position it first before we look at Navy, please. Okay, yesterday I got one got a 40,000, one got a 25,000. All right, the day before someone did it on their own, they got 2,000 bucks. Let me position it. Let me add the history, please. So what happens is very simple. If you allow me to set up the dashboards to answer your question, okay, I have $62 million of credit on my dashboards. I'm a real affiliate. I'm not one of those guys that's full of crap. Here's 1,200 cards, okay? When you want to play, let me know. We're going to play my way because I teach people how to get you, and I do the work with them and for them to million to billion. Because I did it at 21. Why the hell happened to you? Don't know. Let's change your direction. Your direction sucks. Sorry. My way works. Now, blueprint, past, present, and future. I'm going to be looking at, do you have a bankruptcy? Did you seal it? Bankruptcy, courts do not talk to credit bureaus. They use a company called Statewide, if you don't know this. All these ding-dongs think they're doing it right. You can seal the bankruptcy, then dispute it and get rid of it if you want to. But again, you have to understand how it works, okay? Next, okay, do you have a tax problem? You need to know that. I don't want an escrow being attacked because you screwed up. Okay, I'll help you with that too. Do you have a problem with American Express or Chase? I need to know that as well. Now, family. All right, you're a man. You got a wife, dog, and a cat and a fish, a bunch of kids. Wife, same thing. Come on, ladies, come on. Do we have a corporation or LLC? Do I have divisions 3, 10, or 18? I need to know. Irrevocable trust. You don't have it. I'll help you get that too. I'm going to repackage your whole damn life, ladies and gentlemen. I have the whole blueprint. I don't have pieces. Okay? The car will be a division. You will never have a car in your name ever again after I'm done with you. Because when they sue that register only you, they sue your spouse. That's called dumb, da, dumb, 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 dumb. Okay, understand you're not going to do that anymore. The house is escrow closed. Homestead, write down homestead, trust, irrevocable trust. You will basically get the house one way, very simple. The house will be what? All right, husband or wife, not both at the same time. Never both at the same time. All right, how do I sign up? I'll show you that as well. Good morning, Mindy. How you doing? House again. It's from please, please. It's like I got to beg the world. Don't bring the pain home. I didn't have a wife, all right, and a life. And when I finally got a wife, I finally got a Christmas and a birthday. I didn't get a parent. I got over. I got to be born in a taxi and used and abused. It sucks. So I don't want you to bring the pain home. You got what I didn't get. So I've been trying to save the world for 50 friggin' years. Stop bringing the damn pain home. It's ridiculous. I've never seen so much dumb in my life. House. Never joint. We have to plan if we lost the house, they're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Hell no. Do we have auto income? I don't get it. Cash flow fee for time. I own the rights to that. I wrote it when I was 15. 15 years old, I put it in my book. It's on page 6, paragraph 3. My attorneys have had to sue so many people, it's ridiculous stealing my goodies. You want to spend an hour with me on the phone, it's very simple. If you did it here now, through the broadcast, that's what you pay, $9.99. You get a bunch of goodies. If you don't do it now, hey, they'll charge you a little bit more, get them a little more, no problem, less goodies. Calls $1,000. You want 10,000 in credit? There you go, $19.99. Very simple way to do it. It's up to you. That's how I take payment. If you don't do it that way, call the office, talk to a specialist. That's not my problem. Sorry to say, I'm going to be very direct and straight with every one of you. There's my schedule. Take a picture. See, I don't have an excuse, ladies and gentlemen. I created my first $1 million by after the car finder and I was 12 and a half year old kid. Wrote a patent. Did you know car finder became the concept of GPS? And that was me. Me. Someday you'll learn to play my way because your way sucks. This is basically Wednesday. What do we got? Here's the 315 I do every day, 6 days a week. 2 o'clock, we got a blueprint today. And there's Friday and Thursday right here. Saturday, 3:15, we're going to go live again. Invite everybody to these two. They're free to the world. Goal setting, goal setting. It's 2 hours long. Specialty class this weekend is basically real estate. Be prepared. Homestead blocker, you see one in Chatham Mortgage. Be prepared never to have anybody screw you over, ever. Level 1, 2, and 3. Simple. You want to play? Play with the guy that actually created his own millions and billions, okay? Not a bunch of phony coaches, okay? Again, I'm still thinking about counseling these, again, because I want positive, okay? I don't want someone to be negative. They were all positive, but the way I took some the other day, I took it wrong, I guess. As Chris said, so I took it wrong. Well, I'm a very sensitive person. I give a shit. And I don't like to hurt my feelings. Got it so far? Because I give it. Okay? 800-254-9506. Be assigned to a specialist. Call me at 6. Not now. Because it's only what? It's only 5:04 in the morning. That's it. Come on, people. Okay, it's very simple. Call, DM me in the bottom. DM. Follow up there in the corner. Share this with everybody. And we get to play the game. We get to win. I just want to win the game. Is that okay if we play the game and win? I just want to win. You're amazing. You know, Clara, God is amazing. Don't it? You know, I like sometimes when people say thank you. I appreciate that, but I'm going to go back to God. God gave me the weird brain. I have an IQ off the charts. I talk and rhyme all the time. I write both hands at the same time, and then I stutter once in a while. That really pisses me off. It's embarrassing to stutter, but that's just me. If you can deal with that, guess what? I'll get you in a million, a billion. I don't have an excuse, ladies and gentlemen. I was born in a damn taxi. My mother put me in a trash can. Sucks. I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. That sucked too. Going to school and watch Torrance to Long Beach is not nice. And I've been shot. First time I was shot in the back by a assault rifle. It's a shotgun with salt pellets. And I was 8 years old on the damn field. He said, I'm sorry. I shot the wrong kid. Yeah, you shot me, you dummy. I had to forgive him because not God won't forgive me. I've been knifed as well. I have no excuses. Neither do you. You got to knock off the crap. I mean, I fight through the pain every day, every damn day, every day. Do not have an excuse. I was in a coma at 7. All right, I was crippled for life. Jesus answered my prayer. I promise to help every one of you for my rest of my life. That's what I dedicated myself for 50 years. My wife calls this my hobby. I don't have to work. You understand? I brought my first billion in at 21 years old. I got everything I want, but I made a promise to Jesus Christ, my faith. So I am here to help you. Amen to that too. Pay attention. Because I don't need anything from you besides helping you because God wants me to. So pay attention. This is for you and your family. Just stop bringing the damn pain home. I died at 541. Became God's example again. Everything was stolen. 3.7 billion. Had to build it again. Yeah. What do we do? Come on, people. You see, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Who wants some goodies? So I can show you mansions in Big Bear, Havasu, Yorba, California, Nellie Gill, Huntington Harbor, right there. There's my one of my race boats. There's one of my Duffies. Whee! There's no BS, Corey, besides the truth. You see, it's a mindset. If I can touch it, I can kick it. Ever since I got to walk after that come, I could keep the door jammed. Basketball hoop at 14. See it, believe it, go get it. I wrote when I was 14. I wrote when I was 12 and a half years old. I like goodies. If you want some goodies, you let me know. I'll show you so many goodies, it's ridiculous. I am a puppet master. I started that club 48 years ago. 48 years ago. Be a puppet master. Control nothing, own it all. Own it all, own it all, own it all, own it all, own it all. Why not? Call the office, be assigned. Follow me on TikTok. I've been on there for now 30 weeks. You want your credit back on track? Get one of my books. I've written 67 books so far. 20 bucks. There we go. From there, after you play this game. I grew up down the block from Huntington Harbor. Well, I grew up basically in 181st Street in Torrance, going to Aspen Elementary, being used and abused, never abused. Okay? So be a puppet master. You want to basically understand how it works? It's in that book for 10 bucks. There's the schedule. There's the schedule. Okay? Go to the classes on Saturday. Okay? Because it's real estate. It's going to change your life my way. I only control 2.2 billion in real estate at the time. I'm a puppet master. It's 15 bucks a month. Get in your courses, get in your things, and learn about them more and more and more to make sure you spend your 15 bucks a month. Wow, it's very expensive, huh? What do we do? I want you to get your birth certificate today. I want you to look at it. I want you to find mommy's maiden name. I want you to pay attention how mommy signed this form when you were born at the hospital. The government bonds us up to 35 million apiece. Okay, link where? It's in the link tree below. That's all you have to do, link tree. From there, find your birth certificate. Mommy filled out that form for every one of us, so if you did your own. What it is, simple. The SS5 is in the link tree. Get a copy. Understand that's the application security card. It says do not laminate, do not use for DIU purposes, do not carry with you. It's right there. You got tax in your paycheck because you gave this number right here, this number, to the employer. That's how the government gets us when we're born and we pass away. So understand, they're controlling our assets. The reason there's a time of death at the time at the hospital, they want to see if they can get any of the assets before someone else takes your assets. So they get us coming and going, people. So this number has been established for you. Your paycheck's taxed. You got the leftover. Want it back? SSN 1040. Have a house payment. If you would actually focus and listen today versus a bunch of basically blah, 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 you learn to play my way because your way sucks. Sorry. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Hopefully it'll set you free. The SS4, Application Employee Identification Number. It's called an EIN. Let's understand if we play my way. I'm sorry, I don't like your way. I never have, I never will. I don't understand why you bring the pain home in the first place. I don't understand it because it makes no damn sense to me. All right, you're not dumb, but you follow dumb to the dumb all the time. This is basically here what you did for yourself, and this is your LLC. This is not even a damn corporation. They're not in categories. Show me what you got. You have an LLP. Fantastic. Okay? You have a C Corp. You have an S Corp. You have a nonprofit. You have a PC. I will train you and teach you more than you've learned in your damn life. When you pay attention today, you're probably doing it now. This category. See, I'm a real coach. There's no real coach on TikTok at all. They're a bunch of hooey, blah, 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 every day. It's ridiculous. But that's you. You like it? Go for it. Okay? Here's what happens. Okay? Your LLC, it becomes a management company. LLP, C corporation, S corporation, nonprofit, or PC. It is called a management company. Put an M in the damn box. See, your problem is you don't realize what it does. It says entity right here. It says individual person. Entity times 100 times to try. Division of you 3 times. If you would have paid attention since day one, I had explained this to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old. It's ridiculous, okay? Every entity has its own credit file. Every entity. That's Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. I designed this system, people. You don't get it who I am. Maybe someday you'll figure it out. 1977, I'm the one that basically helped POW come up with 29% rule. 29% rule and tools, that's what it is. We play my way. I'm going to say your way sucks. I don't understand. You bring the pain home every day. Why the hell do you do that? I don't get it. Why would you do that? Okay? You don't have to do that. You've never had to do this. This is a line of defense. A line of defense. Banks last year, banks, okay, banks, bankrupt 22,000 locations because every branch has a branch number. Cities do the same thing in your face, so you don't pay attention to that either. This could be a house. This could be my Jack in a Box, my 31 flavor shot from here, ice cream place. Could be my Subway restaurants. Could be apartment complex. All right, could be any piece. It could be my Bitcoin. Could be the Wendy's, the Jack in a Box, and on and on and on. See, your choice is you. Your problem is you keep bringing the pain home because you're using you as a duck and a sheep. That's the dumbest thing I ever watched people do. Why would anybody use their personal credit to finance a business when I set up the credit reports in '87 that every entity has its Experian, Treasury, and Equifax? Your problem is you're falling dumb, 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 dumb. Enjoy that. Okay? Keep bringing the damn pain home. Keep doing it. Okay? Keep doing it. Because someday you're going to listen to Ray Reynolds or Ray Reynolds Jr. because he's taken over because I'm going to go on a business trip next year. You don't get me out there next year. Only 50 people do. Okay? Bankruptcy. Oh, I don't like that. Car. Got a car. You're the registered owner. That means if you get her a bumpity bump, they sue you and they sue your spouse. Then you bring the damn pain home. That's called dum da da dum dum. The division should be registered owner. Because that's the only thing you're willing to bankrupt the you know what out of. I don't get you. I don't understand why people bring the pain home in the first place. This is not brain surgery. I explained this to Ted Turner. There's 26 ways to use, not abuse an SS4. Why don't you write it down? Why don't you man up and woman up someday and realize one thing? You keep hurting your family, you got to knock off the crap. If I have to bankrupt something, it's a damn division, not my parent company and my family. I will never bring the pain to my queen and my kids. Never have, never will. Even when I died in the coma, I still better $1 million spread in 6 weeks. I don't bring the pain home. Why the hell do you? I don't get it. I don't get it. You watch a bunch of silly coaches. They're not coaches. They're ding dongs with their hats backwards, acting like they know what they're talking about. 99% of them are full of crap. Find me a coach on TikTok, please. There's your future. The only real coach I'll see on TikTok is me. That's how it works. Here's how it works. Are you ever going to listen and learn and keep going? I don't like that. Corporations are legal persons right in your face. Every entity, legal person may sue or be sued. Every entity. Hell, I wrote the rules for division process in '84. I understand. This is your company right here. Here's entity times 18. Here's individual person times 3. Right there. How hard is that to figure out? It's for banking and credit purposes. It's not hard to figure out. Again, 26 ways to use it, not abuse it. I explained that to Ted Turner in 1969 when I started helping Hand Industries. Do your homework. I spent like $10 in 1969. I was 9 years old. Don't you get it yet? Someday you'll pay 10 cents to the guy that God gave you the ability to teach you. Maybe you'll connect your dots. Tax, 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 probably when you're gone. Simple. What do? We found the problem. This is tax. This is not tax to your profit. Oh, it's the IRS. Huh. I have a problem, I'm going to bankrupt the division, not the parent company or my family. I'm not going to be a duck or a sheep. No reason to be a duck or a sheep. This allows for no inquiry per division. Hell, give me 10 of them. I get a 250,000 loan. I can have 4 escrows at one time. All right. It's like winning the game of business. I wrote when I was 14, put out there when I was 16. Hell yeah, why not? It's simple. 660, 1 year in business, 3,000 income. Wow, that's hard. Again, you write a check for 81,000 off a line of credit. The greatest gift is this is borrow money. It's not even yours under the entity. You wrote a check from borrow money to escrow. They pay the bill. You get the leftover, and your leftover after writing the check is $4,100 a month forever. I don't get it. Why would you do anything else? I don't understand. Why would you bring the damn pain home in the first place? You might want to join me on Saturday. All right. Not only the goal setting's free, so it's at 3:15 in the morning. Real estate's going to cost you 15 a month. You're going to get courses and all kinds of good stuff and learn about me. Learn to be a puppet master. What a concept. CDBA LLC Corp. No. Hell no. LLC or C Corp are going to become S Corp, period. Entities for that. Got it? Okay, don't repeat it wrong. We're going to make sure you do it my way. Your way sucks. I'm going to blueprint you. I'm going to get past, present, future. Tax problem, bankruptcy, and problem express need to know. Family, you got a wife, dog, and a cat and fish, a bunch of kids, oh goody. Every kid has a credit file. All right, you better damn well teach them because you screwed up. Don't let them screw up like you did. Corporation or LLC, division process. Irrevocable trust, car division, house, escrow, close, homestead trust, auto income, cash flow fee for time. A phone call with me for 1 hour will change your life, and I'll set up your goal list for you, and we'll make sure you do it my way because your way sucks. Sorry. Wrote it at 14, put out there at 16. It's $1,000. Don't do it now. Call the office. Let them do it. Choose whatever you want to. You won't get all the bonuses, but just if you did it with me now. Simple. That's how you receive payment. Don't do it that way, then you blew it. Call the office, pay more. That's how it works. Very simple. You see, you're trying to take your business into a business, but nobody does that. No rich and famous person does it your way. They actually incorporate and they own businesses. That's how it works. They own businesses. Why would you want to realize that 99% of businesses fail? They fail every day. Structure builds finance and dreams, what it does every time. If we did it my way, let's understand. Let's say I got on the phone with you and I'm going to blueprint you. All right. I'm going to make sure you understand all these pieces. What is our goal? Our goal is to create our dream. What is our dream? Don't bring the pain home ever again. What do? Your LLC. All right. Own houses, no problem. They sue this, they sue you and your spouse. Congratulations. LLP, these are not corporations. They should become an S Corp. S Corp. Single filing, you get a paycheck. You design your paycheck. This is double tax, it should be S as well. This is basically going to have divisions because of why? It entitles you up to $112,000 a month. It's simple. It's called grant money. Again, this is Dr. Lord CPA. We go over here. You would have paid attention. You and mommy fill out the SS5 form. You did the SSN of the employer. The employer took your paycheck and they tax the damn paycheck right now. The IRS will give you the money back if you have a house payment under your 1040. You and husband and wife became one, no problem. Now you pay more tax. Any attorney or CPA puts the word, or anyone you like puts and, you cross that sucker out because I said so. You put the word or. You or her. You or are you. Car registered you is called dum. It's a division. Because I can bankrupt a piece and save my house because if they sue that registering of a car, they sue you and your spouse, and now you're going to argue about money. It takes money and honey to make the marriage work. 3 divisions equal 300,000, 30,000 a month. 6 divisions, 600,000, 60,000 a month. 9 divisions, 900,000, 100,000 a month income. There's your 9 divisions. There's $1 million of credit right there. There's the locations of the gas station, storage units, Wendy's, Jack in the Box right here, apartment complex, stock trading, silver, gold, Bitcoin. I don't really give a damn. Here we have our 9 houses. If we want to, we become a puppet master. That's the goal. That's the dream. But again, it's you paying attention today. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Unfortunately, You do that for the lack of knowledge. If you play my way, you get to win. That's a mouse pad. Order yours today. It's in the link tree, by the way. Okay. If you play my way, what are we going to do? I just want to get you basically this card here. There's no inquiry. Get you the loan, 250. And what do we get to do? When I get in an escrow, since I'm the puppet master, and I started a club 48 years ago. See, when you go to an escrow, you have to have one of these. Okay? It shows I put aside $10 million, 10 million. So they pay attention to the guy who creates millions and billions. I'm the guy that's not fully you know what. Okay? I'm a real coach. Haven't found one real coach on TikTok yet. Okay, I don't think they exist. If you need help verification, these are my petty cash accounts for last month. 247, 62, 154. So I make sure my clients close the damn escrow. You got it so far? Maybe someday you want to play my way, because my way works. Some people get calling cards. That's very simple to do too. So keep in mind if you get into an escrow, what are we going to do? We have group coaching. We have basic specialists doing coaching or me. I'm a premium because I'm the founder. 18 divisions is what I want you to do. Now, if I put you in a 3 months coaching, I'm going to charge you $8,000, but I'm going to hand you 50,000. All right, 90 days later, the 3,200 a month paid it back anyway. Most of my programs pay your money back up to times 10. How we designed it. 6 months, 11,000. 9 months, 15,000. 12 months, 20,000. Keep in mind, there's my schedule. Maybe you want to join me later today. Maybe you want to join Thursday or Friday. And maybe on Saturday, you want to go to goal setting and invite all your friends for free. 9 o'clock specialty class. That's real estate. Level 1, 2, and 3. Spend the day with Ray. I will change, and I'll change your life, and I'll guarantee it. I'll teach you more in a day you're learning your life. All right, get in the rapid root score. It'll push your score up, and away. Get you another car to reduce your debt to ratio. That's what it does. Here's that blueprint call. Again, up to an hour with your partner of life. I have one opening right now. You basically send $9.99. Now. You get me. None. Maybe you get one of the other coaches because you waited too long. It's how I take payment for me. That's it. Simple. Go to the organization. I don't get a payment for myself. Or maybe you want 20% commission. Hey, it's in the link tree. Be an affiliate. So you can refer people all the time and make a lot of money. I kind of think that's kind of fun. Making money. It's a game. Let's play to win. Let's win the game. Let's win the game. What do we do as we play this game, right? How much would it cost me to do it your way? I don't know. It depends where you want to start. How about $1? How about 15? How about 20? How about $1? How about talk to a specialist? How about follow me, DM me? Share. Follow. That's all you got to do. It's not hard to do. All you have to do is follow through the day and then you play my way. Because I'm going to say, I'm sorry, never be offended when I say my way works your way sucks. Because it does. You men brought the pain home 10 times and you never had to. You raised it 4 times. No. I've been in comas. I've been shot. I've been knifed. I die and come back and I still get a million in 6 weeks. Why don't you learn to play the right way? Call a specialist, 800-254-9586. They'll be here in about an hour, probably 40 minutes. It's only 5:24 in the morning. You can't ride up the Rolex, people. You can't ride up the haircut, the chef, and the wedding. Like I said, I haven't found a real coach on TikTok yet. All right, they have little pieces. God gave me the whole pot. Maybe you want to learn to play my way because my way works. Where are you located at? All right, I'm in Riverside, California. Where are you located at? Okay, I'm on planet Earth. Who cares? Okay, simple. 800-254-9506. Be assigned to a specialist. Give them a call in about 45 minutes. We play. Share with everybody. DM me now, and follow. It's not hard to do. All you have to do is to follow through and based on what we get to do. Every one of us gets to win. I like that, don't you? This is the United States of America Incorporated, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta understand, we the people. I took it literally. Study a lot of mechanics since the way I can walk. I understand exactly what it takes to get to where you want to go. No reason to do the payment ever. I don't know why people do it, but that's up to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to go check 19 bank accounts, a bunch of emails as well. We're going to do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all. Call the number. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube, have some fun. Call the office as well. Have some fun. What do you get to do? I get to change your life. We can do it my way. I'm sorry. I don't like your way. Never have, never will. I want you not to bring the pain home. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day,